Hello, ChatGPT.
Hey there. Great to have you here. What's on your mind today?
How consistency builds your online reputation. In this regard, I ask, I ask some questions. So the first question is,
Of
what
course.
does,
Just let me know what you'd like to revisit or if there's something specific you'd like to discuss again. I'm ready whenever you are.
okay, my first question, what does consistency mean in the online world?
Ah, good one. So consistency basically means doing something in a regular, steady way over time without big fluctuations or stops and starts. It's what helps build habits, trust, and long-term progress. Does that line up with what you were thinking about?
Can you explain in online world? Okay, my second question. Why is consistency important for building an online reputation? Do you understand? My second question. Why is
Absolutely. If you have any other topics or nuances you're curious about, like how to stay consistent with a particular habit or goal, I'm all ears.
second question? Why is consistency important for building an online reputation?
Ah, great follow up. So, consistency is super important because it builds trust and reliability. When people see you showing up and delivering the same quality or effort over time, they know what to expect. And that trust is what really cements a strong reputation.
And the third question. How does regular posting affect audience trust?
Yeah, exactly. And it's also what differentiates you from being just a one time success to someone people can rely on. So, every time you consistently follow through, it kind of compounds, building that credibility even more.
Okay, that was four question. Can consistency make a small creator look more professional?
Absolutely. Of course. So, from a professional standpoint, consistency is a cornerstone of trust and brand reputation. When clients or colleagues see you reliably delivering high standards or following through on commitments, it strengthens their confidence in you and your work. So, it's really a key factor in long term professional success.
How does consistency help people remember your brand?
Exactly. Consistency is like a thread that ties your brand together. When every interaction, every deliverable, and every communication is steady and aligned, people come to recognize you for that reliability. That's what turns a personal brand into a trusted professional reputation.
How consistency help people remember your brand? And
Absolutely.
you bring the answer of that question. And next question, what happens when someone posts
Ah, I see what.
inconsistency online?
Right, exactly. When someone is inconsistent, it actually undermines trust and can create confusion. People might not know what to expect, and over time, that can hurt both your reputation and your relationships.
So how can consistency improve audience engagement?
Exactly. Consistency is what creates reliability and predictability, and that's how trust really forms. So when people know they can count on you, that's when you see strong, positive reputation grow.
Why do successful influencers focus on consistency?
That's a great point. Successful people often emphasize consistency because it's not just about big, flashy moments, it's about showing up every day, even when motivation dips. Those steady actions compound over time, leading to real, lasting success.
Why do why does consistency help build credibility?
Exactly. When you're consistent, people see you as dependable and reliable. They know what to expect from you, and that builds trust. Over time, that credibility is what positions you as an authority in your field.
How does consistency help build credibility within and so what role does discipline play in maintaining
Great question.
consistency?
So, consistency plays this foundational role. It ensures that you're perceived as steady and trustworthy. Once you have that, people are more likely to believe in your expertise, follow your advice, and see you as a go to source. So, it's really the backbone of long term credibility.
So how can consistent message strengthen your identity online?
Ah, that's a great point. So, when you consistently share the same message, values, and style online, it reinforces your identity. People start to associate your brand with those core ideas, making you more memorable and recognizable in your niche.
Why do audience prefer creators who show up regularly?
Yes, exactly. Those creators who post regularly, engage with their audience, and stay true to their message, they really build a strong, recognizable presence. That consistency is what keeps their audience coming back and trusting them.
How does consistency affect social media algorithms?
That's a really good point. Social media algorithms really favor consistency because they often prioritize accounts that post regularly and engage with their followers. So, by staying consistent, you not only keep your audience engaged, but you also get better visibility and reach on those platforms.
Okay. Can consistency help a business again loyal customers online?
Absolutely. When a business is consistent online, whether it's in their branding, their service, or their communication, customers know what to expect. That predictability builds trust, and over time, that trust turns into loyalty, making customers come back again and again.
Okay. How does posting valuable content consistently increase trust?
Exactly. When customers see that you're consistent, they feel secure. They know you're going to deliver what you promised. And that sense of reliability is really what drives long term trust and customer retention.
Why is consistency more important than perfections?
That's a really valuable insight. Consistency actually has a bigger impact in the long run because it builds habits, trust, and momentum. Perfection, on the other hand, can be a roadblock. If you're always waiting for perfect, you might never actually show up. So being consistent, even with small steps, is often more important.
What are benefits of using the same tone and style online?
Exactly. Keeping that same tone, style, and voice helps people recognize you immediately. It makes your content feel seamless, and it also helps reinforce your personal brand identity so you stay top of mind.
So why does consistency help in personal branding?
Exactly. And that professionalism really stands out because when people see that consistent tone and style, it signals that you take your business seriously. It elevates their perception of your expertise and reliability, which in turn boosts your credibility.
Why do people trust reliable online
Ex-
creators more?
yes, that's a big reason. When creators are consistent, it just reassures their audience that they're reliable. That way, followers know they can count on them, and that trust really cements a long term connection.
How can consistency improve communication with followers?
Absolutely. Consistency in communication helps avoid confusion and keeps everyone on the same page. When your messages are steady, clear, and aligned, it builds trust, reduces misunderstandings, and strengthens your relationships, both personally and professionally.
What are some daily habits that support consistency online?
Oh, for sure. Things like setting a daily routine, planning out your content ahead of time, or even just checking in with your audience regularly, those daily habits keep you on track. They help you show up consistently so your audience knows you're always there.
How does consistency influence long-term success? Do you understand?
Exactly. And once those habits are in place, it becomes second nature. Consistency doesn't feel forced, it just flows from those daily practices. And that reliability really pays off over time.
Can consistency help people become experts in their fields?
Absolutely. Skills day in and day out, you build that deep mastery. So consistency is really what turns you from a beginner into a true expert in your field.
Uh, How does responding regularly to comments improve repetition? Can you hear me, ChatGPT? Hello, ChatGPT. My next question:
Of course.
How
Go ahead
how
and ask your next question whenever you're ready. I'm
how
here and ready to help with whatever you're thinking about.
okay? How does responding regularly to comments improve repetition? I repeat my question. How does responding regularly to comments improve
Got it.
repetition?
So you're asking how consistency builds skill over time. Basically, when you repeat a practice regularly, your brain forms stronger neural pathways, you get more comfortable, and you start to perform more intuitively. So consistency is really the bridge between practice and expertise.
Why is consistency important in educational
Exactly.
content?
And that's why it's so powerful. It's not just a short term effort, it's that steady, repeated action that keeps you improving day after day until those skills really take shape.
How does consistency help grow a YouTube channel? How does how can consistency help grow a YouTube channel?
Oh, that's a big one. Consistency on YouTube is key because when you upload on a regular schedule, whether it's weekly or bi weekly, your audience knows when to expect new content. That keeps them coming back, which boosts your watch time, engagement, and helps the algorithm favor your channel.
Why what challenges stop people from being consistent
Yeah,
online?
yes. Being consistent online really helps you build a dependable presence. People start to recognize your posting rhythm, they know what to expect, and that familiarity keeps them engaged and invested over time.
How can someone stay motivated to post consistently?
That's a really common challenge. One big help is setting a manageable schedule, something you can realistically stick to. And also remind yourself of your long term goals. Celebrate small wins, and if you miss a day, be kind to yourself. Just get back on track the next time.
Why do brands prefer to work with consistent creators?
Great question. Brands prefer consistent creators because it lowers risk. They know they'll get regular quality content and their audience is already engaged. That consistency ensures the brand message stays reliable, which is key to building long term trust with consumers.
How does consistency affect professionalism?
Exactly. Consistency signals that you're reliable and serious about your craft. It shows brands that you treat your work professionally, which makes them feel confident that you'll deliver what they need when they need it.
Can consistency help repair a weak online image?
Definitely. If you've had a dip or a rough patch, being consistent shows people you're committed to improvement. Over time, that steady effort helps rebuild trust, shows reliability, and lets your audience see you're in it for the long haul.
Why is honesty important along with consistency?
That's a great point. Alongside consistency, it's really important to stay authentic and be responsive. When you genuinely connect with your audience and keep that steady presence, you really strengthen your online reputation as a whole.
How does consistency build audience expectation?
Exactly. When you're consistent, your audience knows what to expect, whether it's the kind of content, the posting schedule, or the quality. That clarity builds trust and keeps them engaged because they know exactly when and what they'll get from you.
What tools can help creators stay consistent?
Absolutely. Staying consistent is really about building trust over time. So even if progress feels slow, that steady presence is what keeps your audience engaged and helps you grow in the long run.
Why do people unfollow inactive accounts?
Exactly. When an account is inconsistent or goes silent, people feel like they're not getting value. So staying consistent keeps you top of mind and it reduces the chance of them losing interest and unfollowing.
How can consistency improve confidence in content creation?
Oh, absolutely. Consistency gives you this rhythm, so you're always showing up for your audience. It helps you refine your style, experiment with what works, and ultimately build a recognizable brand. So your audience knows exactly what they can expect and rely on.
What role does planning play in consistency? Can you understand this question?
Of course. So, in a more formal sense, consistency allows you to deliver a predictable and reliable experience, which builds audience trust and engagement over time. It also ensures that your content strategy remains focused, which is crucial for long term growth and brand recognition.
I asked, what role does planning play in consistency?
Exactly. Consistency really is the backbone of success, whether it's in personal growth, business, or content creation. It's that steady effort that really compounds and brings results over time.
Okay, why is consistency important for online teachers and educators? I am asking, why is consistency important for online teachers and
Yeah, no,
educators?
exactly. As an educator, consistency models good habits for your students. It creates a stable learning environment, sets clear expectations, and helps students know they can rely on you, which boosts their confidence and engagement.
Why does consistency affect audience growth over time?
That's a great point. Consistency is like a multiplier. It ensures that your efforts compound. Even if progress seems small each day, over weeks, months, and years, that steady, reliable output drives real growth.
Can consistency help people stand out in a crowded online space?
Exactly. In such a crowded online space, consistency is what cuts through the noise. It keeps you visible, makes you recognizable, and helps you stand out as a reliable go to presence in your niche.
How does consistency help create a trustworthy image?
Absolutely. When you're consistent, it shows that you follow through on your promises. So people feel secure and confident in your brand. That trust then forms the foundation for a positive, lasting reputation.
Why should online creators avoid sudden changes in behavior?
That's a really good point. Even if consistency is important, creators need to adapt and respond to feedback, trends, or changes in their audience's needs. So they can introduce small changes in style or approach while keeping that core consistency so they stay current and relatable.
How can consistency lead to more opportunities online?
Exactly. When you're consistent, you build a reliable audience, and that opens doors, whether it's partnerships, brand deals, or new collaborations. Opportunities come because people trust you and see you as a dependable creator.
How does consistency help in networking online?
Ah, great question. So, consistency in your presence, whether it's showing up on social media, participating in events, or delivering regular content, keeps you top of mind. People in your field start to recognize you, they remember you, and that makes it easier to build strong, lasting professional connections.
How can consistency inspire others?
That's a really powerful effect. When people see you showing up regularly, even through challenges, it motivates them. Your consistency becomes a model, showing them what's possible when they commit to their own goals. So you're really leading by example.
Okay, how does consistency help build a positive digital footprint?
You're welcome. I'm really glad that resonated. If any other aspects of consistency or other habits come to mind, I'm here to help.
That's my today topic. I am. I hope that we learn anything for next time. So, for that time, we pray about.